Well, welcome to Coffee with Job. I think this is number 22. It's Tuesday. How did you do last night with your sleep? Did you have dreams? Quite often we wake up, we have this idea of sweet dreams, don't we? Well, what do they mean? When we're looking at this with Job, one of the things that I think we need to be really aware of is just how intensely personal all this is and how uncliched. So verse 11, therefore I will not keep silent. This is of chapter 7, by the way. I will speak out in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I the sea or the monster of the deep that you put me under guard? When I think my bed will comfort me and my couch will ease my complaint, even then you frighten me with dreams and terrify me with visions, so that I prefer strangling and death rather than this body of mine. I despise my life. I would not live forever. Leave me alone. My days have no meanings. I find often my dreams are quite disturbing, particularly after being in hospital in 2011. The terrors of the night have had that phrase from Psalm 91, have had a real meaning for me. And some of you may have that. Some of you may have the most pleasant dreams, but sometimes you just wake up and here Job is speaking of being frightened and being terrified with visions. Okay, so what does that mean for all of us? Just some things. First of all, isn't it great that we can speak to God? I think the fact that Job can speak to God is just a great hope for him, that he can talk to God, that you can let God know your complaints, you can tell him about your dreams. Why am I terrified in this way? And then even to complain, look what he says. Am I a threat to you? Now he speaks of a monster, and the monster here is Rahab. Psalm 89 verse 10, you crushed Rahab like one of the slain. Or the Leviathan, Psalm 44 verse 14, it was you who crushed the heads of Leviathan and gave him his food to the creatures of the desert. This is an image that existed at that time, was in various cultures, including in the Hebrew culture, of a sea monster being restrained by God, possibly the epitome of supernatural evil. And Job's really saying, why are you treating me as though that is what I am, as though I am this monster? And then this one, you just don't even let me alone in my sleep. You know, when you go to bed at night, it's wonderful being able to sleep, isn't it? We've mentioned this. You'll notice how this has come up again and again in this book, and it will come up yet again, and how important sleep is and rest is. But he can't. He can't rest, and he's saying why. Now, again, remember, Job is not aware of the spiritual battle that is going on. And I suspect that many of us are not aware of the spiritual battle in the heavenlies, the spiritual battle that is going on all around us. The devil goes around like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. He's seeking to destroy us. He's seeking to devour us. He's seeking to wear us down. But Job doesn't see that. Instead, he sees God as a tormentor. I think it's Christopher Ashe who talks about how it's like Big Brother watching you all the time and not letting you alone. This morning I used the M'Cheyne calendar, and one of the readings for this morning was from Psalm 6, and I thought this was very appropriate and linked to this as well. Let me just turn to it. Psalm 6, and we read this. I am worn out from groaning. All night long I flood my bed with weeping and drench my couch with tears. My eyes grow weak with sorrow. They fail because of all my foes. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. There was one other who cried out, I am alone. My God, why have you forsaken me? Psalm 22 is so important. That was Christ on the cross. And he went through that ultimate loneliness. He went through that ultimate sleeplessness. He went through that ultimate terror so that we can be rescued from ours, and so that we can know, even in the midst of the terrors, that the angel of the Lord is with us. Well, may you know that, and see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye.